Welcome back to Ritual Hobby and Art. Today I'm going to show you some of my stamp collection. Now this is the first day covers that I have from my stamp collection that I collected years and years ago. I have about 5 or 6 of these things and trying to get them in some sort of order for you. Let's start with this one. This is from Great Britain. So first day issue, that's where a stamp comes out and they have a cover that has a cachet picture that goes with the car, with the envelope. And so it sort of celebrates, you know, for those who do stamp collecting and for those who are interested in stamps, a way of honoring the stamp. And of course, getting it canceled, putting the postmark on it, shows that it's been used as a stamp. And so this is Great Britain, first day of issue, shows Windsor Castle. Of course, it's the Queen. It's from 1967. And I bought this at a stamp show, stamp collection show, and I went to a couple of those back when I was in my young childhood. Let's say the 1980s is when I went to those. My dad was a big stamp collector, and so I'd go with him and I'd buy these things myself. Let's see, another one I have. This is first day cover, issue the official Geneva cachet. It's a flag series. It has the Swaziland flag. If you had seen my video on flags of the world, you know that Swaziland has a different name now. So check that video out for more information. September 24th, 1982, first day of issue for this United Nations flag stamp. Let's see here. We got one here from the Library of Congress. Now this, well, it does have a postmark, but it has no address. And some of them do not have an address. But this is the Library of Congress. Nice cachet picture here, 1982 for that stamp. And I remember when that came out. Back when stamps were 20 cents. Do you remember that time period? I certainly do. And it was 20 cents for a long time. Those days are gone. Let's see here. Got... It's another one, first day of issue for it's a Charles Russell stamp. That's of interest to us, to our family. And so first day of issue, Montana, Great Falls. Interesting cachet. I think this is kind of a generic, it certainly doesn't have anything to do with the stamp. Charles Russell was a painter and artist of primarily the out west, the American West. And this is a globe with a bunch of letters around it. So somebody was sending it to New York in 1964. This next one is the Smithsonian. And I'll tell you that these first day, these things I collected are based on topics of interest to me. They're not just random, there's a stamp features something I'm interested in, like the Charles Russell, like the flag, like the Library of Congress. So this is the Smithsonian Museum, shows the castle. Here's the picture of the castle and the Great Exhibition Room. I believe the Great Exhibition Room was in what is now known as the Art and Industries Building, which was one of the original museum buildings, and they had everything in there. You can see there's, the Wright Flyer we know now is in the Air and Space Museum. But at the time, everything was kind of jam-packed into that museum, that and the castle. So, 1946 for this, Washington, D.C. Nice little piece, and it looks like this thing has a letter inside. So, it's always kind of interesting what you get with these first day covers when you buy them at a stamp show. Here's another one. Honoring Volunteer Firemen of America. If you've seen my video on the patch collection, you'll know that I came from a background of firefighting. This is for the 300th anniversary. So you got a picture, a stamp here with a fire engine, an earlier fire engine, and an individual in the middle. And 1948, Dover, Delaware. It's for this one. Moving right along. Frank Lloyd Wright. I just found Falling Waters to be an interesting architectural feature. I've never been there. I know several of you probably have. So this was a Frank Lloyd, 1966, prominent American series, world-renowned architect. And of course, it is talking about falling water at Forest Lodge, Bear Run, Pennsylvania. The last two, actually there's three more, but let's look at this one real quick. This is not a first day cover, but I do have it in my collection. I believe this is one of those things where nowhere on here does it say first day cover, and I'm not sure that it has to. This thing I think is a cachet or a stamp with a larger. It's probably a stamp just with a larger part to it. I had thought it was a first day cover, and if you know exactly what this is, let me know in the comments. But this is for the 6th International Philatelic Exhibition in Washington, D.C. in 1966. That leads up to what I'm going to show next, which is this thing. You may have seen that. This is very similar. It's a large item that has two of our original stamps on them. I think they've got different colors so that people wouldn't try to counterfeit them or steal them. This is under authority of the Postmaster General from 1947, although it seems like it's more recent than that. This is pretty, well, the back is maybe not so nice, but I thought this was, I keep it in this envelope. But this is to complement the Centenary International Philatelic Exhibition. Very similar to what is mentioned on here. This is 1966, this is 1947. And so, and again, it's the 100th anniversary of postage stamps. So those two are kind of to go together. The last two are first day covers that I got myself, specifically. This one is from Annapolis, Maryland, and is part of the bicentennial issue of Bicentennial. I think it's a Maryland, and it features sailboat. Annapolis is known for sailboats. You got St. Anne's Church and the Maryland State House, plus what's, Main Street and the dock. Those of us from Annapolis, we know what that is. It says April 28th, 1788. And so this was released in 1988. So it is bicentennial, has a We the People on there. So, yeah, this is one that I specifically ordered from the post office for the first day. And this one, I believe I ordered this from Jamestown. Either I ordered it from Jamestown or I got it in the gift shop. But this is Jamestown for the 2007, the celebration for 1607, 2007. That was a big deal, the 400th. The cachet on this one was an art project selected from several entries of school children. This is the one they came up with. There's a card inside that talks about the contest to find this picture, and it also talks about the stamp is triangular because it's the shape of the fort, the original fort at Jamestown. Jamestown settlement is the first permanent English settlement in the New World in North America. Though, when I say North America, St. Augustine was founded long before, back in the late 1400s, early 1500s in Florida. But because this is an English settlement, this gets the credit for English. St. Augustine was a Spanish settlement. So that's Jamestown's, says Jamestown Station, and I'm not sure what that means. That might have been the post office that this was generated from. So anyway, that's my first day covers. I have other things from my stamp collecting, but I don't normally share them because they're boring. But if you have any interest in that, let me know, and I'll certainly share what I can. Thanks for watching.